How's everyone doing? Today I got a mail day and I figured I would go ahead and show it to you. I got a t-shirt and some movies right here. And if you've seen any of the movies, definitely let me know what you think of it. And let me know what is your favorite pickup from this haul right here. It could be the shirt, could be the movies. Let me know. But first up, I'm going to go ahead and show you the t-shirt. I got this at Ripped Apparel. It's a website that does 3 different designs every day, and then you have 24 hours to get it for, I think, $13 plus, I think it's $5 shipping. And then after that, for 12 hours, it goes up to, I think, 18 bucks plus the shipping. And then it kind of gets retired for a little bit, but a lot of times they bring them back and you can buy them at an increased price later. But I saw this, and this was an Insta-buy right here. It's a Marvy Christmas with the iron imprint on his face from Home Alone. That's just a classic. I think this looks amazing. I like the color design for the t-shirt as well. I have a lot of like black t-shirts for a lot of the horror companies and stuff like that, and different sites doing the t-shirts. They usually use black a lot, so that's like the majority of the color ones, the shirts that I have. So this one was unique color-wise, and it's just a really cool design. Home Alone is such a fun movie. Let me know what your favorite Christmas movie is. For me, it's a Wonderful Life. It's my all-time favorite, the quintessential Christmas movie, and one of my all-time favorite movies, period. Probably like 4th, or maybe 3rd, actually, now that I think about it. All-time favorite movie. I love that one. And again, I feel like it falls into the snowy motif. Like a lot of my favorite movies have snow. I'm a big fan of snowy horror, especially. But there you go. I thought this was amazing. Let me know what you think of it. Really cool design. Something a little bit different. I feel like I haven't seen the different characters on there, the Wet Water Bandits on t-shirts and stuff for Home Alone. But next up is something that's actually kind of funny to me. It's Venom on Blu-Ray. And this is a review copy sent to me from Sony. And off the bat, they sent me an email saying, hold all reviews until the 11th, which is the digital download date. It's released on the 18th. And along with that email, I've had people, companies email me that and say, all reviews are embargoed, hold the reviews till this date, to the release date or whatever. So I was like, all right, sure. But then they sent me with this in the mail, they sent me this right here too, saying, hello, enjoy your copy of Venom. Please note that all reviews are embargoed until 12/11. Thanks. Like, they really want to make sure nobody finds out how bad this is. That's what it sounds like. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm actually going to watch it tonight. So let me know if you've seen Venom and what you think of it. Is it as bad as everybody's saying? I'm trying to keep an open mind amidst all the criticism. The trailer, to me, didn't look very good. And I think the main reason was Tom Hardy. I like Tom Hardy a lot as an actor. Bronson was amazing. He's been in The Drop is one that I think is kind of underrated. I think he is really good in the kind of brooding roles. Warrior, of course, is phenomenal. But his accent and the delivery of his lines in the trailer was terrible to me. It was off-putting. It just, something about it. Like, I don't know if the director told him to, deliver the lines a certain way. The accent was just, it just didn't work for me. Venom looked cool, though, and I am looking forward to a standalone movie with Venom. It can't be as bad as Spider-Man 3. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we get some Carnage in there. I think Woody Harrelson's supposed to play the character of Carnage, so excited for that. I just think it's super funny that they sent me the email. They sent me a note in here. That's the first time I've ever received a note saying, please don't review it yet. Don't let everybody know. Like, that's what I get from this. It's just, it's humorous to me, but I don't know. I'm keeping an open mind. I don't know. The effects look pretty cool. And I like Venom as a character. I remember reading comic books as a kid. I liked Carnage a lot. And Venom was cool too. The evolution of him. He was started out as like a villain, then kind of like an anti-hero. But next up is Cutting Class. This was an exclusive through Vinegar Syndrome. I think you could only get it during like the Black Friday, like that whole, like, I think it was like a week that you could order this from. And it was like with these special slipcovers. First off, there was, I think, it was supposed to kind of collaborate, you can actually kind of commemorate, rather, the deaths in the movie. But I thought all the slipcovers the artwork were terrible. I thought this was the best. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's terrible. I think it's just okay. But the other ones, there's another one where it's the trampoline one, which I just thought was kind of generic. But all the rest were garbage to me. Like the worst artwork choices for slipcovers ever. And people were going crazy for it. I've already seen people trying to flip these. This one and the trampoline one, I think, were the only ones that sold out. And I remember there was an email on Vinegar Syndrome, get your orders now. There's only a few left for the slipcovers. After that, we're going to destroy them. my immediate thought was like, I wish you would have destroyed them before letting us buy them. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry to the people who came up with these designs. I just, people always say, oh, can you do better? I can do better. You can do better. Anybody could do better if they tried. This to me is just, this one's okay. It's the best one out of the bunch. It's just average to me. Nothing special or standout. And then the other ones were just like, if you look at the designs for the slipcovers, I just can't imagine people liking them. I know everybody has, it's all subjective. The trampoline one was just generic. The other ones just looked juvenile. It just looked like a kid drew them or something. It was horrendous. I couldn't believe people were going crazy about these slipcovers. I thought they looked like garbage. And I thought it was humorous that they wrote, we're going to destroy them after this. It's like, I wish you would have before. Like, nobody should be having these. This is by far the best. Yeah, again, I like the movie a lot. Let's get back to that. It's kind of an end rant to me. I was just shocked at how poor the artwork choice was for it. But I love the slipcovers for Vinegar Syndrome as far as the thick cardboard of it. So it's really nice. Yeah, this is one I always felt was underrated. It had Brad Pitt in it. And I'm going to be doing a review, or actually a video segment rather. I'll be talking briefly about the movies, not a full in-depth review for each one. But it's a top 10 A-list actors in horror movies video. And this, to me, I think Brad Pitt is definitely A-list actor. Not necessarily at this point in his career. But, there's other ones out there. Kevin Costner did The New Daughter, which I think is also underrated. There's a bunch of ones. If you go back, a lot of the actors, Kevin Bacon, obviously, Friday the 13th. The list goes on and on, but there's a video concept that I'll be doing in the future. But Cutting Class is always a really good, underrated slasher that I felt like nobody really talked about. I had the old DVD, which I'm going to get rid of now because I picked this Blu-ray up. And yeah, Brad Pitt was on like the cover of it, looking all brooding. This one has that really like retro feel. Jill Schoelen, who's been in a ton of great stuff over the years. And they have the reversible artwork, which this is also has that really cool retro feel to it as well. I dig that. I dig both of them, so I like that it's unique artwork right there. And I like that there's both different choices and it isn't the same as the slipcover. There is the Blu-ray and DVD, and I believe there are some, there's a bunch of special features in here. Again, this is a newly restored 4K from 35mm original camera negative, some interviews and commentary, and I'm excited to revisit this one. Again, it's nice to see that it's getting the love, but again, I hated the artwork. This is the only one that I really liked. The rest, the trampoline one wasn't necessarily terrible, it's just generic. The other ones were just garbage to me. I'm sorry if that's offending the artists out there who came up with them. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. It's shockingly bad to me. It's by far the worst artwork for a slipcover I have ever seen. There's a couple other editions out there. Google it, look it up. Let me know what you think. I can't be the only one that feels that way. But it is shocking to see people raving about the slipcovers for Cutting Class. I also thought it was humorous that people were already flipping these. I was like, come on now, stop. But it is a really good movie, and I'm glad Vinegar Syndrome did give it this proper treatment. I'm excited to check out the transfer for it and just revisit it in general. Next up, Christmas Blood, which is from Artsploitation Film. This is a Norwegian Christmas slasher movie. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Again, there's been a whole, like, the past few years, there's just been a really big uptick in Christmas horror. Most of them have been pretty bad, honestly. There's been very few ones that I really enjoyed. Krampus, I think, was actually a surprise to me for a mainstream horror movie and Christmas horror. I think that's an all-time classic Christmas horror. Let me know what your favorite Christmas horror movie is. And yeah, I'm going to check this one out probably in the next couple days. Also from Artsploitation Films is, they actually put out Red Christmas, which is an Australian one with Dee Wallace, which I actually enjoyed a lot. I like the look, the reveal at the very end. But yeah, I feel like that one was kind of one that I feel like is underrated too. Got a lot of mixed reviews for it, but I enjoyed it. Good low-budget horror, Christmas horror movie, Red Christmas. But also from Artsploitation is Snowflake. Immediately now, I feel like that's kind of synonymous with political degradation now, negative kind of words right there for different political views and people. But this sounds like it's going to be genius or just terrible. I'm just going to read the synopsis on the back because I found it to be very intriguing. A wild roller coaster of a film that reminds one of vintage Tarantino and Coen brothers. That is huge hype and buzz right there. Hunting down the murderer of their families in a near-future Berlin, a gang of low-life characters all want revenge on each other. But along the way, they must contend with a myriad of wicked fairy tale type assassins. Madmen, a blood-covered angel, and an electric-powered superhero. All apparently come to life through a screenplay written by a demented but clueless dentist. I almost feel like I wish I didn't know that it was all through the imagination of this dentist. So yeah, I kind of feel like I wish that would have been kind of a thing that you just find out in the movie instead of they give too much away a lot of times in the trailers and then on the synopsis on the back. This one just gives away the whole, I guess, twist of it. But mixed feelings on that. Kind of curious. It could go either way, but hoping for something good right there. And I believe this is a German film. Yeah, Germany. I used to live in Germany for 4.5 years as a kid in Frankfurt. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Usually people are like, no, nein. But I lived there as a kid. Beautiful country. I remember going on a cruise on the Rhine River on a class trip. Love the old world architecture in Europe in general, especially comparative to the U.S. The only like old school architecture we have usually is churches. All the rest is like skyscrapers and stuff. But I like the history there. Next up is from Shout Factory, Ernie Kovacs, the Centennial Edition. This is a 9 DVD set, 22 hours right here. I don't know a ton about Ernie Kovacs. I just know he was a comedian, and I think he had his own like TV show. And then he was also like a guest on other TV shows, did some sketch comedy stuff. Apparently influenced Monty Python, Saturday Night Live, just a ton of stuff. Short films, tributes, rarities, bonus sketches from his beloved characters, 5 ABC TV specials, just a ton of stuff on here. Like, there's stuff with Buster Keaton, just, yeah, all kinds of interesting stuff that I'm not familiar with or I'm looking forward to. Oh yeah, here it is, award-winning commercials for Dutch Master cigars. Intriguing right there, but yeah. Again, I know very little about him. I've heard of him before, heard about him. I know he's done stuff with like Groucho Marx and I guess apparently Buster Keaton, but looking forward to diving in depth to this set right here. Looks like a nice release with just a ton, if you're a fan, just a ton of stuff right there. So a lot of content, 22 hours. But there you go. I'm sorry I kind of ranted a little bit about cutting class slipcovers. I was just shocked at, I just couldn't get over how bad the artwork choice for those were. I don't even know how that got approved for the artwork choice. I like what they were trying to do with, you know, the kind of, you know, commemorating the deaths and using that as inspiration for the slipcovers, the artwork, but it just didn't look good. Even the trampoline one, I feel like if you didn't see the movie or you're going in for a blind buy, you wouldn't even know that was a trampoline. It was like a skull cut in half, and then the top part was the trampoline, but like it didn't fully look like the trampoline. This by far was the best, and I do like there's like an outer kind of glossiness around and on the title as well. But yeah, I don't know. This screamed hard to me, axe to the head, you know. But yeah, sorry about the rant on that. And Venom, let me know what your least favorite Marvel movie is, because this is getting just a ton of hate. I can't think it's that bad. It can't be as bad as Amazing Spider-Man 3, you know, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. It can't be on that level. But again, Tom Hardy, just, I like him as an actor, but the trailer just didn't look good for me as far as the way he was, his accent and the delivery of his lines just didn't feel natural. Just bothered me big time. Let me know what your favorite Christmas horror movie is outside of like Gremlins, because that's usually a lot of people's. And Silent Night, Deadly Night, of course, too. Give me some more underrated, obscure Christmas horror. Give me that, yeah. Your favorite underrated Christmas horror movie. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed. And awesome t-shirt. How cool is that t-shirt? There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you've seen them, what you think of them, and give me some responses to the questions I asked. Let me know what your favorite item from this mail day is as well. Leaving those comments down below. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.